to entertainment on this week's episode of This, That, and the Third. So, Ms. Reese, what's topping off our entertainment segment this week?
So first, we want to let you all know, because I know you guys don't know, because we were only doing our third Thursdays in the nice warm months, right? Which was what, May, April.
You get about two of those.
April, May,
you
June,
get about 2 months
July.
in the shop.
Right, and we would end it in September. So we're gonna continue them all year long.
Keep the party
right?
going.
So every third Thursday, we never know what we may be, but you just have to follow our Instagram and Facebook page, and we'll post the flyer to let you know. But come out, even if you come out once quarterly, right? You gotta come out because there's no excuses. It's every month this time.
And y'all may not have noticed the trend, but every third Thursday is at a black-owned establishment in and around the city, and we're starting to feature up-and-coming artists. So you don't know who's going to be in the house performing. Last month, or this current month, it was Nia from Nia Land Music. Be sure to check her out.
Yes.
Next month, we're going to have Lynn Solar. And then December is going to go crazy because it's the anniversary. So y'all want to pull up and pop out for that one, too. But, man, we did it at 16th Street Bar, formerly known as Bureau Bar, right here on 16th in Michigan. That's where we're actually recording live from right now. So y'all be sure to pull up on them. They open every single day at 4 o'clock. Black-owned establishment right here in the South Loop area, all right? Now, what else is going on in entertainment?
So I know, obviously, because we haven't been doing any shows, this isn't new, but I have been meaning to talk about the Dave Chappelle Netflix special.
Yeah.
It has been like the highlight of my summer. You know what I'm saying? Like, it
hashtag
was
woke as fuck.
Hilariously funny.
Because it's
and
real.
So true.
Because it's real. Because it's relevant. The brother perspective on things is just crazy.
So honest.
The shit he said about the shooter drills at a school and the shooter being in the drills. He like, this is where I look for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it makes so much sense.
It's hilarious, dog. It's tragically funny.
My one of my favorites, right, in his special was when he talked about the alphabet people.
Riding in the car.
The LGBTQ.
Yeah.
And he broke it down in a way that we've all thought about this or said this, right? Mm-hmm. That obviously the gays are running the movement, right? Because they're white males.
Yep.
Makes so much sense. And ironically, they don't get along with the L's.
Man, the
which
lesbos.
is so crazy, right?
Hey, that's crazy, right?
They don't get along. The back seat, you have the B's, right?
Yeah, the B's.
Love everybody.
Love everybody. I fuck anybody in this car.
Then you have the T's.
The T's, the trans.
Which, when he said this, I was like, you are so true. The T's confuse everybody, and they're holding up the movement.
They're slowing things down.
And that's true, because it's almost like, okay, all right, we cool with the G's, we get it, right? A little touchy. The L's, come on in.
Right.
B's, whatever.
Right.
Now, T, what? So you felt like you were supposed to be this, but you want to be that.
What are we doing is our question.
Which makes you like G or L. Like, it's confusing.
Which letter are you?
Or which pronoun do you want to be,
pronoun, the whole shit. Yeah.
So he really, and I don't think he was being malicious.
Nah.
He wasn't. He was just honestly saying what we think all the time.
Yeah.
It's confusing.
But I also want to bring up this meme that I saw, and it was like this hand, right? And it's a hand pushing down on a group of people.
Okay.
And it's like he's smushing them and a rainbow's coming out of them. So it's kind of having that gay pride tone to it. And the caption said, if you want to know who your oppressor is, pay attention to who you're not allowed to joke about or talk about. And it's so taboo to say gay jokes, lesbian jokes, transgender jokes, bisexual jokes even. But you can make black jokes, you can make white jokes, you can make women jokes, you can make guy jokes. And my thing is, they just fucking jokes, bro. And if you censor faggot, but you can say nigger, it's just kind of like, well, damn, who's calling the shots here? Because niggas obviously ain't in charge.
Right.
But maybe somebody else is. And I agree with that. And I look at everybody as equal, man. Your sexual identity, your choice is your choice. It has nothing to do with me. But don't project that shit on the children. Don't force, you know what I'm saying, other people to, you know what I'm saying, like motherfuckers be almost like too bold and too assertive and too empowered with it, as opposed to like, be cool, bro. If we not fucking, what does your sexuality have to do with me?
Right.
I'm trying to land the deal. I'm trying. What does it have to do with kids? And then the history piece, like they trying to put it into the curriculum and this, that.
Okay, so if you're gonna put it into the curriculum, when they doing history and they talk about the ancient Romans and the Greeks, let's talk about all the real how the kings was fucking other kings and fucking other men and doing all of that.
Right, keep it a buck.
Let's talk about it back then to bring it full circle,
right,
so
talk
that
about the real history,
so
the
that
whole
they truly
history.
understand that it started back then,
right.
and y'all didn't like it then.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so it's not anything new.
Right.
Like, let's be honest.
Keep
but
that,
they don't want to do that.
Trendy shit out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna talk about the history of it, talk about the for real history, Sodom and Gomorrah type history.
Yeah.
Nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is funny though how Dave is able to articulate just very taboo issues, very real hard pressing issues in various communities in a comical and light way and unapologetically.
No.
I think that's the biggest thing. There's so many people that walk on eggshells, so many people
Not
scared
him.
of losing a deal, or not getting a deal in the first place. He's been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. So now he doesn't even have that fear factor anymore.
Not at all.
I applaud that brother.
And he said one more thing, and I said this like a few years ago when, well, we still have school shootings, but when that was like really, really a thing, I said, if all black people went and got their gun card, they would change the laws.
Right.
And they would.
Yeah.
It's that
if
we
went out
don't
in masses
have,
and went and got them shits and played the game,
then things would change.
The game
But
would
because
change.
you know, you got felonies, you got other shit, and you can't have a weed card and a gun card. You got to choose, right? But if every black person went and applied for a gun card, I promise you, the NRA would change some stuff
instantly, G.
like automatic. So when he said that, I was like, you are absolutely, because where he was going with the joke, I thought he was talking about taking over.
Nah.
He was like, nah, just go get your gun card.
Man, go get your gun card, Z. He had that buckshot birdshot joke that was funny. But the homosexual piece that he did made me also, I thought about that part when I saw recently the Arsenio flashback. Did you see that?
No.
So Arsenio obviously used to be the king of late night back in the 90s or whatever. And I guess one day during the show, some gay protesters got their way in the audience and was like, why don't you ever have one of your gay guests? What you gay homophobic for? What's this, what's that? And Arsenio went off on these niggas and was like, yo, I'm not homophobic. Some of my friends are gay. But at the same time, they not talking about shit I want to talk about. If you got something interesting to talk about that's worth being on my platform, come on. But don't pull that minority card, because I'm the biggest minority you know. Now sit your gay ass down.
Forever.
Like, buddy,
We're
he
still
didn't
the
back
minority.
down off that shit.
Good.
And I don't think we should have to, man.
No.
I think that everybody should just be free to be who they are and allow others to be free how they are.
Yeah, because y'all been gay, but y'all been in power.
Yeah.
Like, when we talk about Hollywood, who runs that shit? The Jews and the gays. Whether you're Jewish and gay, right? Sometimes they don't want to come out. They don't want to let it be known. So those are the two that have always been running shit. Like, you all, to me, you all will never be minorities.
Right.
Never.
Right.
We will always be
straight up
the minority,
straight
black
up.
folks, because
and this is how they really are able to gauge that. There's that professor, a white lady, very wise and all that shit, and she'll do those social experiments, you know what I'm saying, and say, okay, so how many people think that racism is a real thing? Nah, that shit ain't real. How many people think that, you know, bigotry and blah, 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 blah? Man, nah, that shit ain't fucking with nothing. How many people would trade shoes with a black person? Not me. And she like, that shows that you know there's a problem. You're not willing to admit that there's a problem, or accept that you're part of the problem. But you definitely would not want to change shoes and positions with the person that's being negatively or disproportionately impacted by the problem.
But we supposed to love everybody.
A motherfucker would consider being gay though. Like, a motherfucker wouldn't be on some, man, gee, I would never be gay, I would never be lesbian, I would never be. They'd be like, well, damn, it does come with a lot of perks. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't look at that shit equivalent to black. I know they look at it like, nah, but they don't look at it like, being black is worse than being gay. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Let's call a spade a spade. G.
So I was watching the D.L. Hughley show, and it was a young lady on there. She was on the Red Table Talk. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. And she was adopted, but she was raised by a white family.
A sister, though.
A sister.
Okay.
Brown skin, kinky hair, right?
Thick?
100% sister. I didn't see. She was sitting down. She had thick lips. She had full lips. She was a sister all the way, right?
Big dick suckers.
Oh, God. So, anyway, she doesn't identify with being black because in her world, in her bubble, she grew up around everything white, right? So she's experienced that privilege, right, that she probably wouldn't have had if she grew up with her damn family.
True.
And so she was saying, they showed the clip, she was saying, it's not that I don't think I'm black. I see that I'm black every day. I see my color, but it doesn't really come out until someone points it out. Like, girl, you're not white. You're not. Why are you acting like that? You're not that. But because she grew up in it, and I think her experience, so many other blacks have that experience who are adopted by white families. Because we see these white parents, right, who got like 5 black kids, hair everywhere, right? That's how they grow up.
Yeah.
And it's not until, I don't know, college years maybe, when they off on their own, till they like have to come to terms with that. Or somebody points it out, like, girl, why you acting like that? But that's the thing.
But I don't feel, I mean, not saying that anybody's saying we should blame whatever.
Right.
But I don't feel no type of way with somebody who has been enculturated to another culture and doesn't identify with their own, because essentially whatever culture you were raised in is your culture. Case in point, we black, but we not African.
All right.
And an African will let your ass know that you're not African. You know what I'm saying? But you be so quick to tell a white person or a non-black person, motherfucker, I'm black, I'm African. Not African, but African American at least. And it's just like, well, what the fuck does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all dependent upon how you was raised. I think it would be dope. I think it is dope for somebody like Made in Tokyo, dude that opened up for Chance. Black brother, but apparently grew up in Asia. So he identifies with that Asian culture. You know what I'm saying? I think that's dope because that's authentic. It's not like he's trying to be something that he's not. He had a circumstance that landed him growing up non-traditionally, if we want to call it tradition. And it just is what the fuck it is. So if it's Somalian kids, let's just say for cliche purposes, they get adopted by Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, and they live a good whitewashed lifestyle, and they are confused in terms of their identity and heritage and blah, blah, blah. They have to default to what they were raised in, which is, I'm a rich, seemingly mixed kid, even though I have no white blood in me. I was growing up all around these white people, celebrities, Hollywood, blah, blah, blah. That's my truth. Let that shit be their truth.
That could be your truth, but I think if you want to learn about your culture, you can, and you can immerse yourself in your culture, because white folks do it with black culture all the time.
But it's challenging to immerse yourself as a black person into a culture that really isn't defined.
No,
like, where
right.
do you go
really
to study your culture besides the new museum in fucking DC? You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we go?
There are museums in Nashville. There are museums in Memphis.
I get that. But I'm talking about oral tradition. I'm talking about
I get that.
The things that your grandparents taught you, the unspoken things.
If we going back to that
unspoken
route,
things that make people who they are consistently in a culture, we lack that.
Yeah, I think we lack that big time, because grandma's out kicking it with the mamas, and
grandma
like we've lost.
Grandma, bless her.
I'm not gonna hate on that, because I want to be a grandma, and I still want. I got a good twerker too.
Like, I'm getting to that age where I'm like, gilf. Fuck a milf, give me a gilf, because you don't even have to be no older than like 42 to be a gilf.
Oh God. Okay, moving on.
Moving right along. What's going on with JayZ with the whole little NFL controversy? What was your thoughts on that?
Well,
do you think it's controversial, or do you think it's a power move? Like,
I think JayZ does everything he does. He has intention behind it.
Yeah, he's very
so
thoughtful.
I don't think I didn't think when I heard it that it was like, oh, he's selling out, oh, this and that. You know, I knew he had an idea or goal behind him making that move. I did think it had nothing to do or to go against Colin, right? In the little clip I saw, he was like, okay, Colin got y'all attention. Now let's put some action
what's the actionable item is what he kept saying.
And that's great. So I don't, and Colin got an undisclosed amount. I'm sure it was a nice amount, right? What he set for life.
Bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah, so I don't have any disagreement with JayZ linking up with the NFL. I personally don't watch it anymore still, because I've always felt like that was just the modern day slavery. You got a bunch of niggas out there running on the field. The white guys usually always the quarterback. Whites always the coaches. Whites are the GMs running the shit. Like, I still want, until we get smart, put our money together, get in there and buy some teams and start moving in that capacity, yeah, I probably won't watch it.
I fuck with the move. I may not necessarily fuck with the way that it rolled out.
Yeah.
And all I mean by that is, if JayZ wanted to run this by Colin Kaepernick, not for information purposes, but just on some FYI, this the move I'm finna make,
Yeah.
he could have done that. And it doesn't sound like he did that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
while I get there's a difference between taking a knee for awareness and getting in the boardroom for,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, actionable items, I still feel like you wouldn't have even been in that position. You would have still been looked at as entertainment.
Yeah.
And the person that can come do a show, or maybe you and your wife could do a show, or maybe some rock artists,
Right.
Rock Nation artists could do a show. Versus if Colin wouldn't have done what he did, it wouldn't have put you in a position of power to make an actionable move. So therefore, a conversation should be had. Now, if I'm mistaken and he did reach out and Cap wasn't willing to talk and blah, 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 cool. But I just feel like as men that have kind of that connection, and he was standing with Cap, you know what I'm saying, the whole rip, I just feel like if that conversation didn't take place, it probably should have.
Yeah.
Other than that, I agree with the move, man. Like, you supposed to leverage. When you have leverage, you're supposed to use that shit.
Yeah.
And they have leverage, and he is the person from our community that's able to leverage shit in the right direction.
Yeah.
So all that, he shouldn't be in cahoots. He shouldn't be kicking it with these niggas and what bam. I see Jay becoming even more influential in terms of, I think they have agents with Rock Nation or some type of, you know, they represent sports athletes, increasing his power there, possible ownership down the line. Who's to say that whatever comes of this in terms of maybe there's an entity that you know spins off of this, that Cap can be involved with it. So it might get him an opportunity to, he can't talk about the NFL, he can't make another dollar off the NFL, but maybe he can make the side money with JayZ in the long run. So I don't want to prejudge the situation, but I do feel like a conversation was owed to Cap because he the one that
got it going,
risked it. He stepped out when he didn't know who was going to stand with him. He the one that stepped out on faith and was like, boom. And like I said, with the consultation piece, he consulted former civil rights activists. He consulted current military people and asked what was the right approach. So when everybody wants to say it's disrespectful to the flag, disrespectful to the military, they told him to take that approach. So that's an informed approach. So I would have wanted to see JayZ consult with him about the approach he was going to take.
That's respectable.
What about your boy Aura, man? What's going on with your boy Ricky Rubio? With your boy Robert Bartholomew Kelly, dog?
Jigga? Kelly? Well, Kelly's guilty.
Not guilty, right? One of y'all niggas guilty.
He's guilty.
Roberto.
He's in jail. He's not getting out.
Ever.
I don't think he's getting out. He ain't gonna be able to fly out of this one. And I don't know. I think, again, just like some of our leaders here in the city are experiencing people coming down on them.
Backlash.
You have to get out or know when to just bow out.
You better know when to hold them.
Yeah, you just gotta know when to bow out.
Hold them. Know when to run away. Know when to hide. I just had to get that out. You better count your blessings, nigga. I swear, man, you believe you can fly, you believe you can fall out the sky.
He should have, I think after that damn documentary came out, he should have bowed out to an island somewhere and just him and his little girlfriends
obscurity.
Take what you gonna take,
man,
sell your property,
there is no jurisdiction,
get your money,
whatever,
right?
man.
And
that's
go
your bag,
sit somewhere.
Bro, yeah.
But because he think he was
party on
untouchable.
71st. Gee, remember that party he had, a birthday party?
They got shut down because of him.
V75, yeah.
They just not opening back up because he went there.
The association.
Like, he should have just bowed out and just sat somewhere, but now he's not getting out. And
I heard the lady that actually posted that $100,000 bond for him wants her shit back because now the Eastern District of New York, somewhere it's the Eastern District of New York, it's somewhere in like Minnesota, Illinois, you know what I'm saying? It's so many different states.
You know
after
he ain't
this
getting
nigga,
out of that one.
Like it's so many states after this dude, and like all the way up to the Attorney General type shit. Like they is on his ass, dog.
It's over.
So yeah, it's a wrap for your boy Kells, but let it be a lesson learned to all y'all deviants, sexual deviants, or whatever the case may be, man. This shit ain't worth it. I think we all have our desires, our lusts, our inner demons and shit. Nigga, pray. Nigga,
Literally
fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that spirit up off you, bro. I think he succumbed to the spirits, and he probably got away with it for so long that it just became a norm.
Yeah, he got away with it.
We were
That's
part of
what
that
it was.
enablement process, man. I know I turned a blind eye and still continue to. I still listen to this nigga's music, so I'm not acting like I've muted the dude because I don't feel like that solves anything. But I think we as a culture, we as a society, allowed him to get away with it so long that he felt like, all right, this shit is bogus, this shit is wrong, this shit is illegal,
but I can do it.
not to me.
But I can do
it.
it
Doesn't apply to me. And shit.
Yeah, I don't get upset if they play his music. It's because it's neither here nor there.
It's great
at this
music.
Point. Yeah,
it's great music.
But he in jail, and I don't think he coming out, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Speaking of Chicago art, go ahead.
Before we move on, however, I remember Tank yelling out he the king of R&B. Did you hear this nigga's conversation?
Most recent comments about the 1-2,
so
1-2.
Tank says,
on,
and I'm gonna paraphrase this, and I actually heard it on the D.L. Hughley show last night when I was watching it. He was saying that it doesn't make you gay if you suck a man's dick once or twice. Because it was like, if you do it once, you may not know how you liked it. So if you did it twice, then it's like you kind of got an idea. I'm just going to say this as a female, right?
Preach. Tell the people what it is and isn't.
First of all, if you do it one time, you know if you want to do that shit again or not.
What? What? If you think about doing that shit one time, you're gay.
And so on the DL show, the argument was, well, in order for it to happen, you have to plan. You getting in the shower, you like preparing to go. It's not like you just out at the club
happened.
And you know what I'm saying, a nigga bump into you and you drunk and you kind of like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't happen like that.
Right.
If you're a straight man.
Right.
So the fact that a straight man is like, I wonder what they did do. Like, no.
Twice?
No.
And he stood on twice?
Yeah, saying
on,
that that's
son.
not gay. Not that, I don't care what you do. Just pick a side.
I agree with that. Pick a side, man. But I think that because I was on Lip Service with Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club.
Okay.
It was on her podcast. And he was being interviewed and he was being asked about cheating. And he was trying to make the point that, man, if I cheated once, I cheated twice, that don't mean I'm a cheater. That means I cheated once or cheated twice. And then he was giving the example of theft. Man, if I stole something once, if I stole something twice, that don't mean I'm a thief. That means I stole something once or twice. And they was like, but shit, if a motherfucker suck a dick, does that mean they gay? He was like, I mean, no, not necessarily. And he was like he was too caught in his point to back out. But nigga, sometimes you just gotta back the fuck, be like, nah, when it comes to that, nah, you're gay.
Yeah, you're gay.
Because if it, like you said, that shit is almost like premeditated.
Yeah,
I've never
thought about it.
randomly ran into a dick suck. You know what I'm saying? Like a chick knew she was on that, wanted to be on that, probably does that multiple times. So for, you know what I'm saying, a dude, man, ain't nothing like the first time type shit, and then you go back, you're gay, bro. Like,
And see, I'm assuming that he was saying the guy was sucking the dick, right? Not he was getting his dick sucked.
nah, that's what I'm thinking he's saying too.
Yeah,
But I'm
so-
just saying a girl has never accidentally sucked my dick.
No, it
She
doesn't
did that shit on
happen.
purpose.
You think you
And
thought
consistently.
about. It's all
Right.
thought about.
Right.
So,
It
yeah.
was premeditated murder, man. But I wanted to talk about Yeezy. You know, he like a reverend
Pastor
or something now.
Yeezy.
Pastor Yeezy? Yeezus? He might as well just call him Jesus.
Jesus.
He
Right.
he bringing people to the cross. What you think about that?
So
Have you been to a Sunday service?
No, I missed it when it came here.
Me too.
Had no freaking idea. Didn't
Man.
know it was coming.
Somebody plugged this, that, and the third, bro.
For real. Totally missed it, but I've been watching his services go throughout the city, right?
Yeah.
But I was hip to him when he was just doing them in Calabasas. I was watching them then. And I just like the idea that he's remixing some gospel classics and adding his twist on it. Because musically, he's a genius. He's great, right?
Can't take that
I
from
want
him.
him to stay in that realm. But when you start speaking about I can't quote him because I don't know exactly what he said, but you know, I like Trump, and he it seems to always go back to that.
Bullshit.
It's like, you're not a politician, you're not in politics. We don't even care what your political views are. Just make good music.
Right.
Just continue to inspire people all people, right, to be great human beings.
Right.
Like, I just need you to do that, Kanye. Just inspire.
Right.
Like, I want you to really listen and hear what I'm saying.
Man, please.
We don't care about your political views. We don't. We just want you to inspire.
I'll say this, though. Create. Right?
Yes.
Create. And I'm not going to limit it to things outside of politics, me personally, because I'm not a politician. But that's not to say that if I'm informed on the issues and can articulate a perspective or a point of view or opinion on them, that the people that fuck with me for whatever I am subject matter expert on shouldn't at least listen to what I'm saying.
But he can't articulate.
And that's the rub.
That's the
he
part.
doesn't come off as an informed
that's the part.
opinion, giver. He comes off as this wild, crazy, do anything for clout type nigga, and you're better than that, bro. Like, you're creative, you're a musical genius, you're cold with the fashion shit, you're cold with the sneaker culture right behind Jordan. Nigga, you put on for the city. Now you bringing people to Christ. You know what I'm saying? So if he can bring people to Christ, he can bring people to vote. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say that's beyond the realm of possibility, but the way in which he's bringing people to Christ, nigga, do that shit with politics. Like, stay in your bag and have that political thing to it. Barack would have been the perfect motherfucker for you to fuck with. I don't know why you didn't fuck with Barack. Like, he's not an independent thinker, because I think he supports Trump more so on being an independent thinker and saying, fuck what y'all talking about, I'm going to do it my way, and that's some Kanye type shit. But he's picking the wrong horse.
It's not for the greater good.
Yeah, it's like, bro, he stands for so much negative that when you support that type shit, like, I watched
But I wonder if he didn't, if Kanye wasn't in the income tax bracket that he's in,
hell no,
if he would still support Trump.
Right.
And if the answer is no, then nigga, we don't want to hear nothing you saying.
Like, I feel personally like what's his name? Teddy Bundy, fucking genius. I feel like Adolf Hitler, fucking genius. I feel like Trump, fucking genius. But they're not good people that you should follow.
No.
They just have the ability. They just chose the wrong path to lead with their genius gene.
Yeah.
Kanye, genius. And you still have the opportunity to decide which way you're going to direct people, but they're going to follow you. So, nigga, lead with purpose. Lead with excellence is all I can challenge you to do. But the Sunday service music, keep giving that to us.
Yeah,
that shit
dope.
is dope.
Yep.
Let's move on to Suge real quick, man. What's going on with your boy Shuggy Boogie?
Just so happened to watch TMZ yesterday. You know, Suge's in jail.
He is for running over buddy ass on the movie set, right?
I'm not sure what it was, but he could either be doing like 10 years to life.
He ran somebody over on the set of Straight Outta Compton. They wouldn't let him on the set. This nigga ran somebody over.
Okay.
That's why he's in jail.
So, with that being said, Suge has signed over the rights to his story to Ray J. I was shocked, right? Because I didn't know
Ray J?
him and Ray J had a relationship, but apparently, so they interviewed Suge Knight's son, and they grew up next door to Ray J. Ray J's a close family friend.
Who'd have thunk it?
Right. I wouldn't have. But
Suge J.
I think Ray J is a good guy. I think
his headphones are doing well.
Yeah, I haven't tried them, and I wanted
Surprisingly
to.
well. I think his headphones are doing well.
But in the beginning of like the Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, Ray showed us that he was in the tech world, that he had a lot of stuff going. He trying a lot of different stuff because he needed to expand his portfolio.
Yeah, that music shit wasn't going to sustain.
Yeah, sorry, Ray, that wasn't
It's
hit.
over.
But
One wish.
right, that is my jam. Though.
One hit, nigga.
I love you though.
That shit cold.
So that's doing good, and if he got good friends, Ray'd do good by him, you know.
Right.
So Suge is trusting him to like do his story. Now we do know Suge didn't really like his portrayal in Straight Outta Compton, but I think Suge is more than just the NWA story.
Oh yeah,
right? He has so much more to talk about, to tell.
Like, what was the rise to power?
For
Obviously,
him,
the gang
how did he
affiliation.
get
he
to
has
Death
a real
Row?
story, like Joker.
But
Like,
I hope it's
Joker's
not
bigger
as
than Batman.
depressing.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying, like,
Exactly.
the Joker has an interesting enough story that it stands alone.
Yeah,
Suge does too.
He does too,
and it's beyond. It wasn't even NWA. It was fucking Death Row.
Yeah,
it's Death Row. So,
but
you know
I think there could be a story where we see his rise to Death Row. You may see that small interaction because he didn't even got to mention NWA,
right?
And going right into Death Row, you got Pac, you got the whole Biggie thing, you got a lot of other stuff. Him dating Miss Chalet,
yeah.
Like, so he has a story to tell, and his son actually was excited about it. He was like, Ray J's been a long time family friend. We trust him.
By it, yeah.
He gonna do right by Pops. And he said Ray J is, I guess, one of the producers for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood.
Okay.
Because his son is on Love and Listings. That's his show he's executive producing. And he got his own label and stuff coming out. And they asked him, why didn't you go Death Row, blah, blah. He said, that was my dad's thing. I want to come out and create my own lane. And his dad supports him. And he said, so it seems like Suge is in good spirits.
Right.
Obviously he's serving time, but they're okay.
Right. Well, hold your head, nigga. You ain't getting out no time soon.
Yeah.
But let's wrap up entertainment with TP, man. What's going on at ATL, shawty?
So Tyler Perry has done what I have thought so many before him could have done.
Spike.
Yeah.
Ope.
Denzel.
Jonathan Singleton.
Yeah. So, and not to say that probably wasn't their path of purpose, right? Tyler Perry has opened up the largest, bigger than Sony, Paramount, Disney
combined,
the largest production studio ever in Atlanta, on the land which there used to be slaves, and
it's like a Confederate military base.
Yeah,
like
and
niggas was riding under the Dukes of Hazzard flag,
and now it's one nigga that owned all that land.
Just one wish,
and he employs several niggas.
Oh yeah,
several brown LGBTQ
the
people,
whole shit, and
everybody.
That's it all coming to fruition when you can have, regardless of your minority status, nigga, everybody's welcomed here.
Yep.
And that's what I think it's about, is equal opportunity based on talent, based on experience, and not based on all that preconceived nepotism, none of that shit, G. Like, CP is giving motherfuckers shots.
Yes.
And what you do with that shot is totally up to you. And it's crazy, or ironic probably, is that mostly everybody we mentioned that we thought could have done this has a studio named after them on his lot.
And what was her name? Diane Carroll. She has a studio named after her before she passed. And when it opened, it was just like it was a good moment, but she recently passed.
Bittersweet.
Yeah. So I think before I go on, I want to shout out Susan Reed, who is an employee of the Tyler Perry Studios.
Out there hosting red carpets and shit.
She's worked on The Oval, Sisters, and I think it's one more show he just came out with. She's been on behind the scenes working on all those sets. So shout out to her. But yeah, it's just really dope. And I think Gayle King interviewed him, and she asked him, like, does it bother you that even though you're pretty big in Hollywood has ignored you? And he said no, because the stories I tell come from people that look like me, the people that I grew up with, and if you think about it, Tyler has never went off path.
Right.
He's always told black stories.
Yeah.
So I mean, shout out to Tyler for just that, because so many of us don't know how to do that. They feel like they I gotta do this movie to get me in, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And he hasn't strayed.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta stay true to yourself, true to your craft, true to your story, true to your truth, really. And I think because, everybody kind of assumes Tyler Perry's gay. Everybody knows that he's a black man. Everybody knows his story of poverty and overcoming that and blah, blah. It's like the perfect storm of, motherfucker, I'm supposed to not be here. And because I am here and the way that I'm here, you can be too. Like, just follow your dream, follow your truth. And I think it's very inspirational what he's doing and what he will continue to do. And he makes content quickly. Like, dog, now he has his own campus to make that shit on. It's finna be a problem in a good way for Hollywood and this content creation shit. So hats off to Tyler Perry. And I think that about wraps us up for this week's segment of entertainment on this and the third.
Literally.